Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Glidr Bermuda and whether or not you should buy it. To break it down, I will be discussing the balisong in these 7 categories. Now, let's jump straight into it and see what this balisong can do. The Glidr Bermuda is a product that was released as a one-time drop, and with this being Glidr's first jump into the budget balisong market, I was interested to see what the quality would be. The unboxing experience is typical for Glidr at the time. They've since upgraded their packaging, but at that time, the Glidr Bermuda came with just the balisong and this bag. Now, this can be expected when you're buying a balisong at this price point, specifically around $50–$60, but other newer balisongs that have came out have shown that a better experience can be achieved. Review coming soon. I should also say that my Glidr Bermuda came out of the box with oil all over the handles, and while I can't say that they all came like this, it took quite a while to rub off and knocks the unboxing score down a peg. So personally, I give the Glidr Bermuda a 4 on unboxing. Durability is certainly there, with hardened steel for both the liners and the blade. Now, the G10 does feel quite chalky out of the box and has an uneven finish. This finish is not noticeable in the hands, but is noticeable with the naked eye. Still, I give the durability a 9 out of 10. And when it comes to tolerances, I have no complaints either. Glidr is known for having great tolerances, and my Bermuda came with no tap and no play. And despite having no Loctite, the screws have never backed out once. Overall, I'm impressed with how well the tolerances have held up, leaving it with a score of 10 out of 10 for tolerances. But how does it flip? Now, let's talk about flipping. The Glidr Bermuda is one of the flippers of all time. I personally do not enjoy the way it flips and find that it carries a lot of momentum, which makes switching direction pretty difficult to do, and as someone whose style revolves a lot around changing the direction of motion, it just doesn't fit my style of flipping. Another thing about the Bermuda that really affects the flipping of it is the size. This is one chunky boy. If they made a tank into a balisong, size-wise, it would be the Bermuda. And if you're not careful, this thing will flip you. Whoa, not again, not again! Overall, I give it a 5 out of 10. Not incredible, but average. But can a balisong that's discontinued have a lasting flipping impact? Find out after this flipping break. The Bermuda didn't have much of an impact on the balisong community, given that it was a one-time drop. But it did run on bearings, making it a lot of people's first experience with bearings. And because it was a lot of people's first experience with bearings, it gets a 6 out of 10 for impact. Of course, as the balisong is discontinued and was a one-time drop, it gets an availability score of 1. Let's talk about value. As always, the value score is calculated by taking the average of the other 6 categories. This leaves the Bermuda with a value score of 5.8. Now, would I recommend it? I feel that the Bermuda is an interesting look at a company trying to take the step into the world of beginner and more budget-friendly trainers, while also trying to make something that could stand as people's first experience with bearings. While the flipping doesn't fit my preferences, I would still recommend picking one up if the price is right and you have an interest in trying bearings. If, like me, you don't enjoy bearings nearly as much as bushings, then I can't really recommend picking it up and would suggest looking at some of Glidr's other balisongs. Side note, Zippy Balisong made inserts for the Glidr Bermuda that allow you to customize the flipping to meet your preferences. This greatly improves the flipping for me personally. Also, go check out Zippy. He's a cool guy who makes cool stuff. End side note. As always, thanks for watching. My Patreon is linked in the description down below. Patreon members get early access to all videos, access to special channels in my Discord server, occasional blooper reels, and help to keep videos like this coming out in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like or subscribing to be notified of future uploads. And as always, keep flipping.